created Adam and Eve. They had Mary and Joseph. Then Mary and Joseph had Jesus. And Jesus died for us. And then time proceeds. But then God is brought in. And I know he exists. I know what he's done. But where did he come from? There's thousands of speculations on where he could have come from and where he existed in the first place. Some people will say that he's been here since the beginning of time. But when is that? Because time is time, and there's no telling where it started or where it'll end. Because the world is round, as people know. And people believe that there's a heaven and a hell. But if the world is round, then for everybody, everywhere is up. So there's no room for places being down. So that leads me to wonder if heaven or hell is real. And there's no telling if it is or not, or if they are or not. And if God came out of nowhere in the Milky Ways, and then if there's thousands or millions of Milky Ways, then there might be a God to each one. And so that leads me to wonder, where would each God be coming from if this part of the speculation is real? And so I think that God came from another place that is septillions of miles of light years away. He came from his own world, or he came from a world of gods. There's old gods that retire from their universes, and that's what the sun is. The sun is God's life form. Once the sun burns out, that galaxy is gone. And then a new God is created from that world of gods. And they're born and raised. And as they're growing up, the older gods teach the younger gods at a very young age how to create new worlds and atmospheres and galaxies and Milky Ways. So there could be thousands or millions of different gods from each place, since people think that there's different life forms in each galaxy in Milky Way. And another part of my theory is that everyone that figures out the truth, they die in freak accidents. I say that in quotations. Because what if God weeds out the smart that are able to figure him out, and he can't let his secret be revealed? And just to classify, I know this is 5 minutes into the stream already, but I'm not saying that any of the stuff that I'm saying is real, or any of you that want to believe it have to. I'm saying there's a speculation for everybody, and everybody can believe in their own things. And I'm not forcing anybody to follow what I believe or anything. And right now, I know I'm talking to myself because there's no one in my stream. But that I'm okay with that. Because hopefully when I upload it as a video, it will be seen by more people than it is now. But think of people like Stephen Hawking. He's considered the modern day Einstein, but he's disabled almost completely. Why do you think that is? He's too smart for his own good. And it could be birth defects and everything, which the mother and the father could have some kind of health issues that could have affected him in that way. But at the same time, God is capable of anything. And God, I'm sure, can see the future in things too. So he could have made Stephen Hawking disabled so he couldn't figure out his secret. Because dumb people, I would say, live longer than smart people. Because the people that cure cancer always die in freak accidents right after they figure it out. And those are the people that dedicate their lives into figuring out a better cause for everything. And that's something that God is able to put on people. The form of cancer that kills people inevitably. And people have tried to get the cure to it to stop the deaths and victims of cancer, to end it quicker. But they're always killed in freak accidents. So God can't weed out the smart as well. But then there's always other types of illnesses and sicknesses that God can cast on anyone. And the people that are smart are killed somehow, framed as accidents, murders, assassinations, it's able to be classified as anything. But it doesn't. But the theory is so long that people try and figure it out for their lifetime. And then when they finally crack the code, then it's their time to go. Meaning, the people that are young and figure it out, God casts the illnesses, not letting them figure it out, and not being able to expose his secret and secrets. And when people envision angels, a lot of people envision angelic creatures that are beautiful in all of their own ways. But from how some people speculate, all angels are just stars of feathers, ruffled feathers, and eyes all over their bodies. And so, what if the God that you think is the tall man that watches over heaven, he doesn't move, he only watches, doesn't interact, he watches over, but he might not be what you imagine him to be. Like some people have speculated angels to look like. And that's about all for my theory. If I recover anything that I may have missed in this live stream, which will be uploaded as a video as I said earlier, then I hope you see this and understand my perspective. Like I classified before, I'm not an atheist. I believe in it all. But I just want to speculate where God came from and what he might have been able to do. And I'll be making more of these live streams once I get into the kick of it, of trying to figure out what would happen. And hopefully my theory is wrong. But if I'm close to figuring out the truth and anybody hears it and I stop uploading or posting or just stop with everything, then there might be a chance that it happened. So, and if thousands of people see this and thousands of people start just passing away from illnesses or anything, then let it be known my theory was right. God doesn't want a secret being out. But scientists will examine the bodies where their hearts randomly shut down, or their brains were killed, or then they will speculate if it was a plague or a type of disease, but they won't be able to find anything. If God snapped his fingers and just thousands of people randomly died, their hearts stopped. There's no sign of blunt force injury, no sign of any type of attack, nothing, just fallen over dead. Then more people will know about his secrets and stuff. And I know it sounds very far-fetched, but it might just be what everyone would want to hear and speculate. I'm signing off. Bye.